Shalom and good evening. This is TV7 Israel News, broadcasting to you from Jerusalem. And in today's headlines, several attacks were thwarted over the weekend as the wave of stabbing, shootings, and vehicular attacks by Palestinians against Israelis does not show signs of dying down. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his government's decisive policy was the reason Israel was standing strong as opposed to other nations in the region. Officials voice fears that the Islamic State is trying to obtain radioactive material for a possible terrorist attack amid new revelations. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defended IDF Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Gadi Eisenkot after the Israeli military chief drew fire for saying he did not want IDF soldiers confronting the wave of Palestinian attacks against Israelis by emptying their magazines into Palestinian girls wielding scissors, as he put it. A senior member of Netanyahu's cabinet warned the remarks made by General Eisenkot could be misinterpreted by Israel's international critics as confirming allegations against the Jewish state's conduct, allegations which Israel strongly rejects. Nevertheless, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the criticism directed against the Israeli military chief by right-wing ministers as hollow and said that Israel's top general was merely stating the obvious about rules of military engagement under which soldiers can only open fire when lives are in danger.
בשבוע שעבר התנהל ויכוח סביב דבריו של הרמטכ"ל. זה היה ויכוח סרק. הרמטכ"ל אמר את המובן מאליו, וממילא צה"ל וכוחות הביטחון נוהגים כך. כל הדברים שנאמרו אחר כך נבעו או מחוסר הבנה, או מרצון לניגוח פוליטי. אלה גם אלה פסולים. צריך לשים את העניין הזה בצד ולעבור הלאה, וזה בדיוק מה שאנחנו עושים בישיבה הזאת.
Several cabinet ministers, among others Education Minister Naftali Bennett, who heads the right-wing Jewish Home faction, backed the Israeli military chief, emphasizing that Israel's adherence to rules of engagement were a top priority that was being met.
לא היה מקרה אמיתי כזה שבו רוקנו מחסנית, גם לא הדגישו את דברי הרמטכ"ל שדיבר על מתרס בין המחבלת לבין השוטר או הלוחם, ולכן אני מציע, אפשר לגמור עם השיח הזה, אפשר להרגיע. הרמטכ"ל יגיע היום לתת סקירה, יש לו גיבוי מלא מכל חברי הממשלה, בטח ממני, ואנחנו עובדים בצורה מצוינת ומתואמת בין כוחות המשטרה לבין כוחות צה"ל בכל התחומים כדי לנסות ולסיים את גל הטרור שאנחנו נמצאים בו.
בלחימה בטרור, במיוחד מהסוג שאנחנו חווים עכשיו, חובה להפעיל את מינימום הכוח הנדרש ולא את המקסימום האפשרי, ואני חושב שהרמטכ"ל הבהיר היטב מה צריכה להיות המדיניות, וכך נעשה בכל הרבדים, ואני חושב שזה טוב.
יש לנו רמטכ"ל מצוין, הוא בסך הכל חזר על הוראות הפתיחה באש המוכרות, אני מגבה אותו בזה. כל מחבל, לא משנה מה גילו, שמסכן חיי ישראלי, אותך או את סביבתך, יורים על מנת לפגוע. ואם אין סכנה, אין סכנת חיים כזאת, לא מפעילים אש. זה הדבר הפשוט, בוודאי אנחנו נותנים גב לקו הזה.
A senior Israeli defense official told TV7 that the public debate on the matter of ethics during an act of terror was a direct proof of the high standards Israel's military has in its ongoing efforts to preserve life, regardless of the circumstances. In related news, several attacks were thwarted over the weekend as the wave of stabbings, shootings, and vehicular attacks by Palestinians against Israelis since the month of October of last year does not show signs of dying down. On Sunday, a knife-wielding Palestinian who attempted to stab Israeli soldiers near the West Bank city of Nablus was shot and killed by troops at the scene. The IDF spokesperson's unit released a statement noting that the soldiers, whom were under immediate danger, responded by firing at the assailant, killing him at the scene. No injuries were reported among the Israeli soldiers. In a separate incident that occurred on Saturday near the West Bank city of Hebron, IDF troops arrested a Palestinian teenager who, according to the Israeli military, attempted to stab Israeli soldiers. Also during this incident, no injuries were reported. Since the beginning of the wave of violence, Palestinians killed 28 Israelis and 1 US citizen. During that time, Israeli security forces have killed 167 Palestinians, 110 of whom Israel said committed acts of terror, while the others were said to be killed during violent clashes between Palestinians and Israeli security forces. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced during his weekly cabinet meeting that the security challenges which Israel is facing in the Middle East are intensifying, noting that his government's decisive policy was the reason Israel was still standing strong, as opposed to other nations in the region.
האתגרים והאיומים הולכים וגדלים, ואנחנו נערכים בהתאם. מדיניות הממשלה היא לפעול בתקיפות, גם בהגנה וגם בהתקפה, גם בהגנה על הגבולות, גם בפעולה בתוך הגבולות וגם בפעולה מעבר לגבולות. זוהי הסיבה שיחסית למדינות אחרות באזור, מצבה של מדינת ישראל איתן, ונדאג שהוא ימשיך להיות כך.
Now to another matter, Belgian officials acknowledged reports in which a suspect linked to the 13th of November Paris attacks was in possession of surveillance footage of a high-ranking Belgian nuclear official, raising fears that the Islamic State is trying to obtain radioactive material for a possible terrorist attack. The revelation came as the International Atomic Energy Agency confirmed a report by the Reuters news agency. The radioactive material had gone missing since November in Iraq, where the Islamic State controls large swaths of land, further adding to fears on the matter. The International Atomic Energy Agency identified the material missing as iridium-192, a highly radioactive isotope that could be sought for use in a so-called dirty bomb, which would spread radioactive material after exploding, contaminating a large area and causing panic. Meanwhile, a senior Western intelligence official said regional powers were intensifying efforts to locate the materials lost and assure the public's safety. Now back to Israel, where Samuel Willenberg, the last remaining survivor of the Treblinka Nazi death camp in northeastern Poland, died on Friday at his home in Tel Aviv. According to the Holocaust Memorial Museum, Yad Vashem, Treblinka was one of the most notorious death camps where more than 800,000 Jews were brutally murdered. On the 2nd of August 1943, a group of Jewish inmates decided to fight the Nazis and escape, amongst them Willenberg. Many of the approximately 200 whom tried to escape were shot during the attempt, but Willenberg managed to run despite a gunshot wound to his leg. He said the Treblinka uprising informed the world of the existence of the camp and the atrocities that were committed there by the Nazis. The Treblinka camp is now the site of commemorative engraved stones carrying messages such as "Never Again" and "Martyrs of the Warsaw Ghetto." Thank you for watching us. You can also watch us at TV7israelnews.com or at TV7.fi. For any updates from Israel and the region, please visit our Facebook page at TV7 Israel News. For any comments, please send your emails to israelnews@tv7.fi. Keep praying for the peace of Israel and the peace of Jerusalem. I'm Yair Pinto. Have a good evening, and we will see you again tomorrow at the same time.
In order to donate to TV7 Israel News, please follow these simple steps. First, press the Donate logo, located at the bottom left side of TV7 Israel News Facebook page, or on the Donate tab at the head of the page. Then insert the amount you'd like to donate, and fill in your credit card information. Just like this. And press Review Donation and continue. After reviewing your donation details, please press Donate to finalize your donation. That's it! Your donation is now complete, and an email with your donation details has been sent to your email address. You can also print your donation receipt by pressing the link here. Thank you for supporting TV7 Israel News.